I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He might want another play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Little too aggressive with the hands there. Got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Pryor. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The run inside. It's Jackson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Say it. Starts to scramble to the left. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
Again, it's Sayet. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route.
Eagle, check, eagle.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time.
Snags it, and there's running room.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Throw it, say it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Play fake, Julian Sayed. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Might have a chance. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's still running after the move. Continues to fight for yards. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Say it. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. They get him out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and man, you couldn't ask for more on that play.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, this running back has been the only guy how he seems touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have 1 miss today. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete, out left to Wilson. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 18 team, the West Virginia Mountaineers. And it's the Jayhawks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's a give the ball. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. So now it's 2nd and long.
Flag 14! Flag 14! League! Why idiot?
Back to pass. Pressure coming. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Offense changing the play. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Julian with the play fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! That one will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Motion from the wide receiver. Zayin. Got it. There he goes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. Maybe a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Makes a catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. To grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. Quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Fires left side, it's Smith. Still snags it, and he's open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him this time. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tries again to get it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and it's one thing to get stopped on 3rd and short, but it's another thing to go out of bounds. I mean, you got to know better as a running back. Like, the clock is my friend. I want to make sure that I stay in bounds. Nice job by the defense. They did their job, but I got to know better. Stick my foot in the ground, get physical, and keep that clock ticking.
Pushes toward the goal line, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Florida Gators will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit and he'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wilson's got it. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing comes.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, spin move. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Running inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And he made the grab with enough for the 1st down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did And it's up and no good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
34. Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a day this guy's having, guys. That last one now, he's closing in on 200 yards receiving, and with every catch, the quarterback's confidence in him is growing and growing, and the defense right now, they have no answer for him.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Sayin. Buying some time as he moves left. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. It all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical?
Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
34.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set, flag, get,
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Spear, high spear, eagle, eagle. Go, idiot.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Rush is on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Say it. Open on the left side, it's Smith. He smashes his way through again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.